and welcome to another episode of Behind the Mask. It's going to be a little bit of a different format tonight. Obviously, um, I'm here by myself again. Eugene, unfortunately, could not be with us tonight. His unit was activated to kind of be on standby for preparedness for the current hurricane that's hitting parts of California right now. So yeah, unfortunately, like I say, couldn't be able to be here, but we're going to move on. Of course, my name is Dennis. I'm sure you guys already all know me here. Excuse me. I also do have to apologize. I'm not in the greatest of condition right now. I unfortunately contracted COVID again, so I'm not feeling all that great. Hey, Mike, how's it going tonight, man? Um, so yeah, um, like I say, kind of a little bit of a truncated format tonight. There's not a whole lot going on. However, we do have a couple of things that have, popped up in the paintball sphere, as I guess you would call it, that we can talk about tonight. Excuse me. So before we get started, I do want to do a couple of quick shout outs, of course, to our official, unofficial sponsor, Ghost Energy. I unfortunately have not stocked up yet. As I said, being kind of housebound for the past few days, I haven't had a chance to go to the store and pick up a lot of stuff. And I know it's super convenient, but Instacart is hella expensive. So I'm gonna wait until I'm able to leave the house to do shopping before I start focusing on picking up stuff like that. Um, but yeah, they do provide us with that legendary focus, that epic energy, zero sugar, all natural caffeine. So it's a wonderful way to kind of give you a little bit of that boost throughout the day, I should say. And yeah, absolutely love it. They've got a whole host of awesome flavors. My favorites happen to be the cherry limeade, the orange cream. I am desperate to try the pink lemonade. I still haven't had a chance to try that yet either. The other unofficial official sponsor for us is going to be Dr. Squatch soap. Absolutely love Dr. Squatch. I use it regularly. They've got a ton of different, very masculine, manly odors in many different grits for your skincare needs. They also have a hair care line, beard care, deodorant. So by all means, check both of these products out. You can find them at drsquatch.com, ghostenergy.com. Most grocery stores are now carrying Ghost. Stater Brothers, Ralph's, 7-Eleven, quite a few liquor stores, and then Dr. Squatch, of course. I get all mine on Amazon because I like to buy in bulk, but you can find them at Target, Walmart, various other stores like that. So again, definitely check them out. And moving on. Excuse me, sorry about that. I do have a guest host, or a guest joining me tonight. My good friend, our good friend, I should say, Lupe. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him on in, and we'll get things rolling.
Howdy, howdy.
How you doing, my friend?
I think a lot better than you are.
Yeah, that's safe to say. That's safe to say.
What is it through what now? I guess technically 4 years of COVID. I've had it rampage through my house twice.
Oof.
Never gotten it. Everybody else in my house has gotten it except for me.
Oh, you're due then.
I don't know if I'm an Iron Man or what,
It's that it's the Hispanic genes.
Oh, I don't know about that. I had a cousin die of it, so. Well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm in Texas, so there's a lot of reasons that people die from COVID around here. So,
and having just visited recently, I was in Sun City area. I think I met a few of those people who, for some reason, yeah, Mike says you might be the one.
Yeah, I'm with the monkey from not the monkey from Congo. What was the movie? Oh shit! What was the name of that movie? Oh, whatever.
What was that? 21 Days?
Might have been. I
Yeah,
can't.
I think
I
it's 21 Days.
I'm so behind on movies. I mean, let that gem I sent you earlier today with the guy spinning on the like he was breakdancing. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was so amazing. Oh my God. For context, Lupe likes to kind of keep track of some of the finer cinema that's out there, and sends us links to, real good B movie Instagram accounts and stuff like that. And that one in particular was a good one. I like that. That one ranks up there with the cover the guy's
Oh
eye.
yeah.
Oh my God. Ah, all right. Well, jumping into this, jumping into our first thing. So as I had mentioned, we've got a couple of roster changes coming into Chicago. I think the biggest one being Silos jumping from Revo to Extreme.
Yep.
You know,
I told Haley she needed to get us, see if she can get a reason out of him. That's one of her bros. So
okay, so inside track there.
yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I do find it funny that that's Team 3. So I don't, and Damage was like the home team for him, kind of too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I have to admit, I wonder if this isn't a if this isn't a harbinger. I've heard some rumors going around that there's some trouble with Revo, and that they might actually be selling their pro spot. Now, again, that's just a rumor.
yeah.
Haven't, I don't know if there's any credence to that, but
I saw that too from the certain online source that seems to be right most of the time. So
yeah.
so that's why I would even give any kind of credence to it. So, but we'll see. I wouldn't have been one of the ones I expected to sell their spot. Obviously, you would have thought it would have been someone like, in the lower 5.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I would have thought like Saints, or maybe ML Kings.
Maybe I wouldn't see Notorious doing it because Mark's got too much pride to quit after the first year, and I'm sure he's going to give that some time to cook. He's got a really good bunch of guys out there in Austin.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And their coach Ryan, his pedigree speaks for himself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he would. I don't think he would want to give up on the program just yet either.
No.
But yeah, I'd be kind of curious to see how Extreme shakes out. I know we've got kind of a short period of time, not quite a month to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you froze up, Dennis.
How well he slots in with the program right now.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I know who did I talk to yesterday? Mike Urena from Dynasty. I ran into him yesterday, and boy, it's been kind of
down in your guys' area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he claims he's got a running gag with me right now that he says I yell at kids too much, and why? Because I was standing next to him one time at Zone, which is our local field. I was standing right there with them. I didn't see him there, and I'm watching the rec ball fields because I'll go over there and watch every once in a while just to see if there's any kids worth talking to about AC Kid, one of the youth lines. This gentleman comes running down the tape on a hyperball field, gets shot right in the chest, keeps on going, and roasts 2 kids with rentals. So he ran right in front of the ref. The ref is sitting there daydreaming, so I start yelling at the ref. So ever since then, he says I yell at kids all the time. Never mind, And yeah, first thing he said to me yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta yell at the kids today." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do."
But a situation like that, I think it warrants a raised voice. I mean, that's pretty cheesy, even if it is walk-ons.
Well, and my point is our player base is not the biggest, obviously. If you ask some of the industry people right now, especially I know in our area, so I'm assuming it might be nationwide, that this is probably a really slow period paintball wise. It's the first
Mhm.
slow period since COVID. And everybody's got their theories because I mean obviously the heat's been brutal here. Um, our local guy here, John Jackson, seems to think it's because everybody is finally out and traveling without any kind of COVID restrictions. Hey, Terrence. But
Hey, how's it going, my friend?
so that's what the theory is. But going back, with our player base, we don't need some yuts with a freaking axe on unlimited ramping on
Yeah,
on that field with Timmy and his buddy who'd never played paintball before using Tippmann rentals, and then he goes and rips them, and then I'm those kids, and I went up to them like, "Y'all okay?" And they pulled up their shirt, and I mean they were just roasted like they had just been playing an NXL tournament all day.
it's tattooed them, huh?
Yeah, and I said, "Well, just I said, y'all okay?" And they were like, yeah, we're fine. I said, okay, well, that was baloney. And I went and told the ref off again, and he was like, well, it happened too fast. I'm like, no, it didn't. You could have gotten off. You could
This
have
is
gotten off the bucket you were sitting on and stopped that guy because you were looking right at him as he went by you with a shot on his chest. So,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
think I put the scare of God in that guy too because he didn't do it again. So.
Oh, good, good.
So, but you know what though? One of those kids now playing for Zone Youth.
Okay.
So I mean, because I was, God dog it, that darn dude. Hey, yeah, he was yelling at. I was yelling at him yesterday, right with Mike Urena at another table. So yeah, that's the big joke with him. But yeah, he was telling me that they're getting ready to start their practice for. They're not calling it Nations Cup. I forgot what they're calling it this year. Or is it Nations Cup in Europe? Because the girls had their first practice. All the USA had their practice this weekend and
Yeah,
at Boston Paintball.
yeah.
So,
I believe it is going to be called Nations Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
okay, I don't know why my brain keeps saying it's not called Nations Cup this year.
You could be right because I'm still experiencing the COVID fog. So
Because I think, 26th, 27th is next weekend. So it's the weekend after. The weekend
sorry.
after next
Okay.
is the Nations Cup. And then, after that starts some of the grind for Chicago. So,
Did I freeze or did you freeze?
maybe we both did.
Oh,
I mean, I was like, it just keep in mind, it's been a year and a month since I had my minor stroke. So if you see me just you might want to call my name a couple of times. So, although I'm feeling good. So,
well, that's good. So speaking of the ladies, so we're finally going to have a WNXL bracket at the upcoming tournament, and we're going to see the Archangels step onto the field for the first time. And
yeah.
You and I briefly were talking earlier today that I guess they finally got their roster fleshed out. Although I hadn't been able to find out exactly who's going to be on their line.
Yeah,
But,
I haven't either. I've been in I guess kind of messaging back and forth with I hope this is her name, Jessica Lee, and
okay.
apparently she's tied up with them. And this was another thing that I thought was kind of cool. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but this lady's a teacher here, and she did a conference on being a WNXL pro in front of a bunch of teachers. So that's
Wow.
when
Okay.
I messaged her and said, hey, my daughter did something very similar to that at Texas A&M, and she was like, "Oh wow, that's awesome." And I was like, "Yeah." And I tried to get message NXL, but NXL everybody about this because it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she said, "Well, I didn't do none of that, but that was a great idea." And I was like, "Well, I wanted to say don't bother because they're not going to do nothing with it, but it was pretty cool." I was like, "I'll send it to you real quick." But yeah, it was very similar to what Haley did. And I was just telling her, yeah, Haley had a. So I messaged her earlier today because she is apparently tied up with the Archangels. And so I said, hi. So I'm also with Behind the Mask. Sorry, I'm assuming something there, but I just wanted to sound official.
No, you're perfectly fine in saying that, Lupe. You can speak on our behalf anytime.
Okay. I'll remember that next time I'm at the strip club. Okay.
Just charge it to the corporate account, right?
Corporate account, right?
Oh, is that Eugene?
What up, boys?
That's got to be Eugene.
Okay. Hope he's got his high waters on.
What's that?
I hope he's got his high waters on.
Yeah, no. It actually, the worst of it's past us. We got very little rain. The heavy winds died down probably 6, 7 o'clock this morning, and since then it's been, all quiet on the Western Front, so to speak. But then again, the direct path of this hurricane is missing where I'm at, and more the coastal side. It's not really getting hit as much. But further inland California, as it moves north, they're supposed to be getting the worst of it. But so far it's been yeah. See, Eugene says it's dry here. Where are you at right now, Gene? I mean, are you up at the base? Or are you in LA or what?
Area 51.
Or he can't tell us. But while we're waiting to hear on that one, so I mean, it'll be cool to see the Archangels, in their inaugural event. I think we're seeing he's at Los Al. Okay, so he's not far from where I am. It's he's getting the same thing I am. It's dry and no wind or anything. But unless this fog is worse than I thought, we're going to be seeing the High Rollers and Northern Lights for the first time as well, correct?
No, this is their second tournament.
Their second event. Okay.
Yeah. So, so this will be the second event. I think Northern Lights picked up one of the other Destiny girls that left the team. So that'll be interesting to see. Let's see.
Is that Nikki?
No, Nikki has been with the team, which, like I said, she love her to death, but boy, she's so funny to watch play because she sounds so petite, and then she gets on the field and she sounds like a death metal singer. So it's like, hey, Nikki, what's going on? Oh, everything's great, and then she's like breaks out to the snake corner. Snake one.
Love it.
Yeah. So that's the only other change I've heard about so far. Oh wait, no.
Fem's picked up some new players as well. One of whom is a SoCal native.
Yeah. See,
which
I saw that. I don't know who she is, so
I'm not familiar with her either. But I mean, she's been in the sport for almost a decade, but she literally just transitioned over to tournament paintball last year.
Okay, sorry, we got an extra guest all of a sudden.
Nah, no worries. Believe me, cats are always welcome. At least for me.
Oh,
get that right in your face.
Yeah, just keep the starfish to yourself, will you? All right, go. Yeah. Oh, but getting back to what she told me, I just asked her, have y'all gotten y'all's roster set for Chicago? Using some of my hillbilly lingo by using y'all all the time. But and she said, we just had our second set of tryouts this weekend. Dustin, the team owner, is wrapping it up, and we should have it set this week. So
Okay.
I'm not sure who Dustin is yet. I just told her, I just want to keep it brief. So I said, great, glad to see things are coming along. So she did say she was excited to meet Haley, which I said, I'm sorry to hear that. So I said, knock her off her little diva pedestal. So
No kidding.
She's all right. She's riding on a little bit of a high right now after last weekend. So, all right,
Well,
weekend last.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of, actually, as we had mentioned last week, I got a chance to actually watch her while she was commentating the youth 3-man at Bunkerfest, and she made a mention she's no longer coaching AC Kids. So what's going on with AC Kids? Have you kind of fully taken that over, or are you guys taking a break?
We're taking a break. We got to a point where we have, you might say we have two lines. We have all the OG AC Kids, which was
right.
Haley's bunch, Logan Hansel, who's now with, he's playing with Shut Up, but he had played for Diesel for a little bit. Jay Money, who just won the Hormesis Challenge at Fit,
yeah,
who's also playing High D2, and Colin Stewart, who is with oh my gosh, what is it? Him and he's Jell Stewart's son, and they run Compete together, and he has his higher division team Compete, and they all just kind of got the gap between the two teams got so far out that they couldn't play together anymore. It's like the first part of this year they were all playing together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was ridiculous. Some of the tournaments we go into playing with the older guys. I say older, they're all like Haley's age, 19, 20. And the younger ones, which we know Cullen and Ashton and Landon, which are 16 or I don't know. Ashton just turned 14. Happy birthday, Ashton. So 14 and 16 and 17. And it got too hard trying to get our lines together for them because we were always short one player. Because we've had a couple of kids just quit and stop playing.
Oh, wow.
And when you're dealing with that it's kind of expected. Kids in that range, this week they may be hardcore in the paintball. I've seen it in my 20-something years. I've seen a lot of people come and go. And they may want to do BMX bikes next week or vaping, or I don't know what these kids do nowadays, or breakdancing, which actually one of them is a world-class breakdancer, but he does both. So we went ahead and let them go play for Outlaw Anodizing for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still going to play as AC for certain events, but and the other thing was with the Haley going in her junior year, which she just started today, as a matter of fact, it was last spring. It was getting pretty rough. Her trying to manage them, manage her stuff, and manage school at the same time.
Yeah, because school. Yeah.
So her, as you may or may not know, her major is health science, which she's obviously trying to get into medical school. So
right. Uh-oh.
Where's your umbrella?
What's going on, guys?
How's it going?
Not much. How you doing?
I just thought I'd, jump in really quick before I go and eat some chow. But yeah, I'm here. What's going on?
Not much. We're just trying to make do without your beautiful face.
And that beautiful haircut. Whew.
You like my haircut?
Well,
can't even see your hair.
It's blending in with the head.
Just in time for this stupid hurricane event.
It's kind of dark. Always see our eyes. So it looks like an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Some phones require additional confirmation.
Hold on.
Check your phone and confirm the
download
if necessary.
His car is
All right.
mad at him.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you just fine.
My
And
it
us.
was connected to my Bluetooth.
Oh,
So yeah, I just thought I'd pop in and bomb on the show because I just went and got something to eat really quick, and yeah, so I'm stuck here. So
Eh,
any
eh,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lupe.
I was probably gonna ask you the same. Any weather updates?
you know what's funny is that all day it's been clear skies. It got a little warm today, and now I'm looking at the sky, and it looks like another storm is just getting ready to come over us. But
Oh, don't say that,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, that's I don't know. This whole thing is just I can't really voice my opinion of what I feel about this whole thing, but I can definitely tell you guys that it's tis stupid.
Well,
So
me being experienced in hurricanes, being on the Gulf Coast all my life, and they like you could tell the local reporters from the national ones, the local ones have given up on trying to hype up storms because nobody. I mean, last year a storm went through, and me and those Florida people are on the same page. And like one of the guys we were staying with was like, "Oh, and all the restaurants gonna be closed tonight and everything." I'm like, "You want to call one?" Which is Volcano Hotspot, Red Front, where we were at. He called him up, and the guy kind of got crappy with them. Like, "Hey, y'all open?" And he's like, he goes, "Yeah, we're open." He's like, "Oh well, there's a storm going through," and the guy was like, "And." You're in the middle of Florida. What do you think?
oh my gosh.
So they keep showing the same torrent of water. Or no, what was the fake thing? I saw the fake house.
The
Some
vehicle
stadium
rescue?
out there was flooded. Oh, it was well, I saw the ones, but that was in Baja. It's Mexico. It's always they always get the like torrent river of mud going through for everything, right? So
All right, never mind.
well, see, the storm kicked them out.
Well, I think as Mike said, we were getting some like really bad audio feedback because I think his Bluetooth in his car was broadcasting the sound.
I wonder if he drives a Hyundai because mine does the same thing.
Sorry, accidentally dropped out.
Okay.
Your Bluetooth was echoing the sound as well, so we were getting a bad feedback.
Yeah, that's why I turned it off, and then I accidentally went backwards. Yeah, so there was a video that was going around that I saw of you could hear a lady's voice saying, "Oh my God, there's a car in the river," and it was labeled Los Angeles is underwater, flooding.
Mm-hmm.
And what was stupid was it's like, one, she's pointing at the LA River, which is that run
Yeah.
that goes through. So I was like, that's the LA River, first of all. Second, the car's windshield was completely blown out, and you could see the rust on the top of the car. It had been an abandoned car that was just rushing down the LA River. Now, I don't know how recent that footage was from, because we heard nothing about the LA River having mass flooding going through it.
Yeah, and from what I could tell, the rain that we have gotten so far, it wasn't enough to make the LA River swell.
No.
Not enough to drag a car away, anyways.
No, that had to have been over the what do you call it? The winter storms that we had.
Yeah.
That I could see. But for the most part, the majority of the damage, the majority of the like mudslides, other than inside my pants and other places like that, was in the desert.
We're only half an hour in.
I had to throw it in because I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes. So if I didn't get that in, I wouldn't be able to.
So this footage of the LA River there,
Yeah.
I was kind of curious. Did it pan over and was Sandy sitting up on the top, and it was before or after the race between the Scorpions and the T-Birds?
It may have been Grease Lightning that was floating down that river.
I was gonna say, or
And people were just going, look. Oh man.
I'm not gonna traumatize you guys with Serenade on that one.
Well,
so yeah, honestly, it was all hype. It was all major hype, and just absolutely stupid. It was a rainstorm that, at best, gave us maybe an inch of rain, and that's it.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was annoying at best.
Yeah.
The wind has been the thing that's bothering me the most, is just because, my car is in the shop right now being fixed. So I'm driving a rental, and I look out my window, and my the rental car is covered in pine needles. They're going to charge me $250 if I bring the car back dirty.
Well, I've been here since Friday. So
on standby.
On standby as of Friday night, or as of Saturday morning. They gave us kind of a warning on Friday. We kind of had to go home, pack up our stuff, and then come back Saturday morning, and been here just, looking at the sky, looking at the weather, trying to figure out what to do with ourselves during the day.
I'll send you a message after the show tonight, Mom. But long story short, I got rear-ended, but they substantially damaged my car.
All right, guys. Now that I've brought the whole show down to a level that is, I was listening earlier, and you guys were like laughing and smiling, and all of a sudden I get on, you're like, oh, he's here. Okay.
That is not the point.
that is not indicative of anything at all. I was actually hoping that you'd be able to make it on, so that way you could help me close the show out, because I've got such a lag on my end. So.
Oh yeah, no, I got to get upstairs because I've got a grumpy soldier that has to make tape, and so he has to go to the gym right now and just either run or ride the bike. And I told him, you got to put trash bags on, dude. And he's like, I'm tired of trying to make weight. And I'm like, dude, you got to I don't know what to do, man. I don't know.
I mean, that's what happens when you're in the military. You have to stay uniform.
I feel bad for him because he's a friend of mine, but I'm like,
still,
I'm sorry, dude.
There are no friends.
Hey, whatever's gonna make him sweat even more. He's over by 1% body fat, which
just give him a bunch of X-Lax.
Well, it's roughly about, it's body weight, or it's water weight.
Yeah, just have him like give him a bunch of diuretics or some X-Lax or something, a big bowel movement, that'll drop the weight.
So
Dookie Lax or whatever it's called.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and then as I go,
Commodium.
We're in the same room. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna go to the gym. While I walk by carrying this.
He sit there at the weight bench next to him, like, now
keep going.
1, 2. Oh, drop the chopstick.
That's how jacked up we are. Like, I'm gonna go up there, and you got to go to the gym. I got to eat. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
I need to send Captain Leva over here. That's probably asleep right now over there, because since he's gotten out of the Corps, he is put on probably an extra 20. So
really, that fast?
Oh yeah, like I said, he doesn't have nobody throwing trash cans at him anymore since he graduated. So, I mean, besides me.
Yeah, I think when I got out of basic, I was out at 166, and the weight that I initially put on after that I think I put on because I look like a cancer patient. I think I put on 20 pounds, but it was because I literally was disciplined now to go to the gym, to run and do all that stuff. So it was muscle that I ended up putting on. And then after that, when I just was like, dude, I've been in this stupid game for 13 years, I put 20 pounds and it's all, it's not muscle anymore. So yeah, I got to get back to the gym too. So
All I have to say about that is I wish I weighed 180 pounds.
I wish I was at 180 pounds too, but I'm not. I'm now at 215. So I got to drop.
Yeah, we're about in the same range then.
Yeah, I got to drop about 20 pounds, which I can easily, even though I'm up there in the age, I can still drop that. I've dropped as Lupe is putting another chip in his mouth.
It's like, hey, yeah,
He's not
talk about that weight loss. Okay?
he's not one of your soldiers, so he didn't have to worry about it.
Hey, I know how to drop a quick 20. All I gotta do is go back to Japan for about a couple of weeks. I always drop my weight that way, like easy. Last time I went over there at 195. I came home, I was 170. So,
Damn.
small portions and walking everywhere. So
That'll do it.
And I mean, fast food is not as much of a culture there as it is here.
it didn't stop me though, because there's two franchise kind of fast food franchises that I go to over there, which is Moss Burger, which is a burger place. Awesome. You get like the black buns that are like like the squid ink buns.
The Darth Vader burger?
Yeah, the Darth Vader burgers. They had those, and I think Burger King was doing them on too. And there's a curry place, Coco Curry, which I think they have those out in y'all's section of the world.
Maybe.
Well, I say y'all section world. I come from Houston, where 100 miles is not a big deal to go eat somewhere. So, I mean, case in point, when you were here, right?
Yep.
But and they're all over the place, and so I ate that nonstop, and it's a little ramen joints. So,
yeah, I love Japanese curry. I mean, we're way off topic, but man, I love Japanese curry.
We're not in the food topic, but all right, gentlemen, you know what? You guys enjoy the rest of the time on. Everybody, those of you guys that are on tonight, thanks for being on. But I got to go because I obviously got to eat dinner. I got to still shower. I got to call it a night because I still got to get back up tomorrow and still be in this wonderful place wearing this uniform.
and making sandbags and all that stuff. Yeah.
Hell no. I have not all. That is the one thing they called it for a detail. The nice thing of having this rank means I look around, I'm like, you and you. All right, you guys go.
Yeah, he gets to put on the hard hat. He gets to put on the hard hat.
All I have been doing is making sure that my trucks have been up and running, making sure that my people are eating and drinking. They're, drinking water, making sure everyone's good to go, and trying to keep morale up. That's all I've had to do. That's my job now. I'm a squad leader.
Well, Godspeed.
Yeah, well, he's been kind of slow, so come on, God. Please pick it up. So, all right, gentlemen. You guys have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys.
Gene, stay safe.
Yeah, I'll try. Guys.